Think beyond traditional business banking. Think a partner that gives you in-depth financial insights.
Artificial intelligence, a term traditionally associated with sci-fi movies, but now it's becoming a significant part of business operations. Computer systems which are able to perform tasks normally requiring human intelligence. Well, in today's episode of Business Matters, we explore how it's making doing business easier. Prof, thanks very much indeed for talking to us. Is it fair to say that as a customer or a client, we've already been part of an artificial intelligence drive in some way or the other?
Every day, whatever we do, we contribute, we participate in this fourth industrial revolution. Whether you travel by car, cars now collect data that help us understand the traffic situation and so on.
And that's the ultimate objective of artificial intelligence, isn't it? To free up time for a business owner and employee.
At the end of the day, take small and medium-sized enterprises where these organizations have got limited resources, but through the use of AI, they can free up valuable time. Mundane things could be dealt with through AI, and then they can focus on high-level issues that concern the business.
So what's been the ultimate go-to function for AI in terms of small businesses? Because ultimately, it must solve a problem.
So for small businesses, take stock taking, to go out there and count, I've sold so many items today. If you use AI, one would just click, a button and see, okay, this is the product that is popular, and then stock accordingly.
Artificial intelligence has really stepped up the recruitment process in businesses in recent times, hasn't it? How's it done that?
Using AI, for e-recruitment is important, because today it's not about, okay, Devon is an expert, Litloko is an expert, then you want to see if this person is a right fit for this company. And imagine a small business, if you get a wrong person, and with our strict labor laws, it can mean the end of your business. So you want to hire the right person. So we need to be careful around that. And also the other challenges, like in our setup where we want to advance and employ, amongst others, previously disadvantaged groups and categories of persons, women, people with disabilities and so on. If you use data that is not correct, you may end up not advancing those transformation related projects and initiatives or agenda.
I see retailers are really benefiting from knowing when customers shop, how much they spend, and what their drive is inside a store. Tell us about that.
You would know that Litloko likes this particular product, then you can be targeted in how you advertise your products. Then you don't just throw everything at a person, because it can end up alienating a loyal customer. I mean, look at the streaming services today. You watch one movie and then they ask you, do you like it? You click sharp, and then another one, then that streaming service learns your interests, and then it makes suggestions, and many of the suggestions often are those that you would enjoy.
When you look at the word artificial intelligence, you think perhaps difficult to get, perhaps even harder to afford. Yeah. Is that really the case?
I would say it's about what they want to achieve. Obviously, one has to do a cost-benefit analysis. One has to make sure that there are returns on the investment. Some products come, as a bundle, including certain services that you can use, and one may need to leverage that, Another thing that I think could do is to work together, and that would enable them, to have that critical mass and have one voice, when they negotiate with these big companies that sell this AI software and so on. Because alone, it's not always cheap, for these small enterprises.
ChatGPT, now here's a phenomenon that's taking the world by storm, and the business world, in fact. What do you make of it?
ChatGPT has given some of us a few gray hair, because in the higher education sector, people are saying, what about academic integrity? There are those people who say we should fight against it. I'm one of those who say, look, we cannot fight against this. We have to embrace it. We'll have to change how we assess. I mean, looking back, people never had calculators. And now you can go with a scientific calculator to an examination. It's all about how one embraces this. But one must also be careful about these technologies, because it is not accurate. And I'm sure it's going to be perfect as time goes on. So let's embrace it. It's going to make life easy for us. But then let's use it, in a way that it advances, how we do things, and use it with integrity.
This program is in partnership with Nedbank Commercial Banking, a banking partner that thinks bigger to guide your business growth.